less than 40% of Gen Z said they thought their friends commonly looked at pornography. Even internet pornography consumption is dramatically down. 20 years ago, it was almost 60%. Is it possible that they're much more aware of the negative consequences, and so they're much less likely to participate?
Let's hope, because last couple years, even among secular sources, are like, hey, this is actually quite bad for your brain. I do think it's Gen Z that's been leading that charge.
And there's been a number of TV characters who either outright or insinuate that they're watching internet porn. And, it's meant to be like, ha, 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 real funny. But, it comes out and it becomes part of the culture.
Yeah, I've seen multiple TV shows where, like, the girlfriend of a character just, like, accepts the guy watches porn and she's completely unbothered by it. Or, like, yeah, that's just normal. That's what guys do. And it's actually, this should, but yes, I've seen it in multiple TV shows.
Ew. Yeah, and, as a wider lens on this, I had a really nerdy talk with a friend of mine the other day. I mean, I'm embarrassed to even bring this up.
Wow.
But as we look at society seems to usually be in some sort of downward spiral is how it feels today. Especially now. I mean, we got some emails recently from people who are just like, I can't believe people behave this way. What's happening in our world today? But if you look at history in a wider lens, we're about due for a dramatic shift. Like every 200 to 300 years, society does something like, if you look at historical eras, how history classes are taught, right? You have ancient Rome, followed by the Middle Ages, followed by the Renaissance, followed by the Enlightenment. And these signify dramatic shifts so much that they get a label, that society does a huge flip and it's totally new. But we seem to forget in modern society that actually at some point we're not just going to keep declining and back into caves or something. Like we could just be due for a dramatic cultural change.